Hey everybody, welcome to this special training video that I've set up for you with my good friend Anthony Aries. Now when I say good friend, that actually means good friend. That's not the typical internet marketer mumbo jumbo where we tell you we're friends, where we might see each other at an event every 2-3 years. Anthony and I are actually friends. We live fairly close to each other, and if there's an event in the area, we always see each other. So he came to me and let me know that he had some really good training that would be very much applicable to my audience. And what we're going to be talking about is ranking videos and getting traffic from them. So I'm sure there's some more goodies in here. But once that was really all Anthony had to say to me, because as most of you know, I don't ever recommend training from other marketers. It's incredibly rare. However, Anthony's one of the few people that I know actually teaches stuff that works. So we started talking, and I mentioned to him that it's summertime. So doing a webinar and getting people to come when they're running around with their kids and doing stuff with their families and their friends, instead of dealing with the whole question and answer and the back and forth and all that kind of stuff, I knew that you would simply enjoy a straightforward training video. In fact, I'm going to be pretty quiet because this is Anthony's deal. Anthony is here to show you guys cool stuff. So unless something important comes up, I'm going to keep my mouth shut and let him just run this thing. So without further ado, Anthony.
Howdy ho, how's it going? Can you hear me all right?
I hear you perfectly.
Fantastic. God, dude, I really appreciate that introduction. I mean, it means a lot to me when someone endorses me and my and how my systems to their audience, to their I consider my people that are on my subscriber base, I almost consider them my family, because without them I wouldn't be where I am today. So like when someone endorses me to their family, it's a very big deal for me, and I really appreciate that. I mean it, and I love hanging out with you, man. It's always a pleasure. I always learn so much from you. We actually slept in a house together across rooms from each other in a huge mansion in Las Vegas, and we really got to know each other then. We didn't sleep in bed together. We slept across in different rooms in the same house together, and we really got to know each other. We spent a week together there. It was freaking awesome. And learned a lot from you too, man. It's always an honor to be here and to have the privilege of showing your people the stuff I know. So I'm just going to get right into it because we got a lot to cover. Ross said,
cool.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
I just said cool. Run with it, bro.
Awesome. Ross had said that, I'm going to show you how to rank videos on the first page of Google and YouTube really quickly. However, I want to do more than that. Videos are all the rage now. And I've been doing video since July of 2008. And I've seen how big it's become and how fast it's grown. And one of the things that I have learned is, working with a lot of people, is that people are having a hard time making money with videos. Yeah, they're getting them on the first page of Google and YouTube, but they're having a hard time with making money. So, I'm assuming that you're also having a hard time. Do you often make videos and fail to see any money? Okay, I'm going to guess that you're going to say yes, because the majority of the people that I talk to say yes. They often make videos and fail to see any money. Now, this is a crazy picture of this guy. This is a 40-year-old guy, right? You look at him on the left, and then you got him in the middle, and then in the middle it's about 75 weeks, and then you got him all the way on the right. It's about 84 weeks. 84 days. So in 84 days, this guy completely transformed how he looked. And this guy is me. I'm not putting this picture up to brag. What I'm doing is showing you that we as humans, when we focus on something and we decide we really want to do something, we get it done, right? So one of the keys to success is focus. Obsessive focus. And in this particular time in my life, I became obsessively focused with getting healthy. I had a daughter on the way. I want to look good, feel good. I want to be around for her. And I had motivation, desire, and focus. And look at what I achieved, right? The reason I show this to you is because I want you to know that you have what it takes to do whatever you set your mind to. You can do anything. This has nothing to do with me. This has to do with me showing you that we as humans are capable of doing whatever we set our minds to, okay? So I'm going to give you 4 simple money-getting methods. These are video methods that have made up to $91,943.49 in a single month. And I'm going to show you proof of this. Now, I'm not saying that you're going to go out and make that kind of money. I don't know who you are. I don't know what you're capable of doing. I'm just going to show you how much this made me and that these methods worked for me. You can go and copy these methods and go do them yourself, and hopefully you'll make more than me. All right. And the reason that this works is because I've actually launched, tested, and tweaked over 3,101 videos almost every day since 2008. And actually, someone asked me this last month. He asked me, how many videos have you launched? And I didn't know the answer to that. So I went back and counted and figured out that this is how many videos I've actually been responsible for launching since 2008. Once I discovered how awesome videos were, I became obsessed with making them work in my business. These methods have also worked for 416 people. And these methods will make your videos get sales like crazy. And these video methods will also get you endless free targeted traffic from the 2 most visited sites on planet Earth. I really only focus on these 2 sites. Yes, I have tried other traffic sources, but I've never had the success with those other traffic sources that I've had with these 2 traffic sources. And these video methods are going to get you free products and services that you love, which is really cool. It's like an extra added bonus. It's like the icing on the cake with the cherry on top, okay? So let me come right out of the gate and show you some proof how powerful these methods are. So this is a screenshot of my PayPal account. This is one of the companies we own. We actually have 4 different companies. This company is responsible for consulting and also for web promotions. I had to block out my wife's email address because she'd be rather upset if a whole bunch of people started emailing her. If you look over here, this is for the month of January 2015. And payments received $91,943. Now, you're going to see a slight decline as the months go by because we had explosive growth. I actually should have had the slides from December, November, and October on here too because we had explosive growth in those months that caused us to kind of step away from our business and get some automation in there. We also had some issues with personnel. We had to change some people around. So you're going to see a decline in revenue. But this is for the month of February. Again, same account, Real Deal Productions inside PayPal, $68,894. This is for March, $39,002 and $32. So at this point, we started to like really work on things. This month was our slowest month, and then you're going to start to see it start to go back up again. $12,127.80 here. And I was also away from our business too for about 8 weeks. I was out in Panama City, Florida, working with our biggest client, the largest club in the country, Club La Vila. So I was also away from our business, and with all the retooling that was going on, it like really just caused sales to go down. But as you can see in May, things picked back up again, 45,842. And I took this screenshot June 12th, which was a few days ago. We actually just closed a big deal with a client the other day for $6,000, so that's not even reflected on here. So that's like 21,000. We're about on track to do 45 to 50,000 this month, and it's probably going to be a little bit slow in July and August because, like Ross said, people go away in the summer. But we plan on things picking back up again and being as awesome as they were last September, November, and December for us. So these methods work. I'm showing you this so you can see proof. Not to brag. If I didn't show you this, you wouldn't believe that they worked, and then you would go and take action, which is really the most important thing. You've got to take imperfect action and course correct. That's how you're going to go to where you want to get the fastest. Now, does everyone here or anyone watching this agree that I can clearly get traffic with videos and make money with videos? Of course, right? I mean, duh, it's obvious. And you can do this without getting overwhelmed by tech. That's the most important thing. That's the number one thing that keeps people from moving forward in this business. And you can also do this without writing mind-numbing content, okay? And you can also do this without buying expensive domain names for your PBN. If you don't know what a PBN stands for, it's Private Blog Network, and right now it's all the rage. It's a big buzzword. People are buying old, expired domains, and they're building these private blog networks because they really help get your websites ranked. And people build these sites out and they point links to their money sites rank. The thing is, it's a very complex strategy. You really have to know what domains to buy. You have to know how to build the sites out. You have to know how to link to your money site. And finding domains is getting really expensive because everyone is jumping on buying these domains. So you don't have to do that. You don't have to build a PBN. You don't have to buy domains for a PBN. You can do this without building complicated websites. You can do this without getting in front of the camera. Check this out. The highest YouTube earner of 2014 made nearly $5 million just by opening Disney toy packages. Now, she's not even getting in front of the camera, okay? And these are low quality videos. Don't do this right now, but when this presentation is over, make a note to go Google this article and read it, right? They give you her channel. You can go watch her channel, watch her videos, see how she's doing it. You'll see she never gets in front of the camera, so it is possible. So what you want to do is Google highest YouTube earner of 2014 made nearly $5 million. This article will come up. All right, I do need to give you a mercifully brief introduction of myself. I'm not going to go on. It's going to be short, just so that you know that I am qualified to be here teaching this to you today. My name is Anthony Arias. I am known as a serial entrepreneur, a speaker, a trainer, a product and software publisher, super affiliate, and business marketing consultant, and I'm dedicated to helping entrepreneurs and businesses get results. This is the very first video that I launched July 2nd, 2008, and the crazy story about this video is it took me a whole year to make this video, a whole freaking year. My mentors were telling me, I got into the information marketing business in actually July of 2007, a year earlier. And my mentors, guys like Frank Kern, and Jeff Walker, and Mike Filsame, John Reese at the time were saying you've got to get on video. It's how you're going to make the most sales. You're going to be able to bond with your audience. You're going to be able to connect with them. You'll be able to be transparent. They're going to trust you. They're going to like you. They're going to buy from you. They're going to take their credit card out and buy from you, right? And I didn't believe him for a whole year. I ignored him. I was afraid to get in front of the camera. I was afraid about what people were going to see that was behind me. I was afraid about what I was going to say. I didn't know what to say. I was scared to death. Well, I finally got pissed off about a year after seeing my colleagues crush it with video and make lots of money with video while I was sitting there doing nothing. And I said, you know what, screw this. I'm going to make this video. I called it Looking Like Hell, and this video essentially promoted my real estate product called the REO Kit at the time, which was a real estate product that was for real estate agents and helped real estate agents deal with the foreclosure market and how to get in with the banks to sell the foreclosure properties, because I used to be a real estate broker. I still am a licensed real estate broker, but I had a real estate company and lost everything because of the crash. So long story short, this video made me $16,000 in a 48-hour period. I sold 168 units of my $99 product within a 48-hour period. And you notice that's July 2nd, which is 4th of July weekend. What do you think I did after making this video? I went and made more videos, right? I mean, duh. And I was really upset at myself for waiting a whole freaking year to make this video. The thing is, I probably wouldn't have made as good of a video if I got started right away, but it doesn't matter. You just have to take imperfect action. I got so upset and so pissed off that I just took imperfect action, and this thing ended up blowing up. And I realized I need to be making more videos. And so after that, I just became obsessed. So much so that for the past 7 years, 11 months, 2 weeks, I've been spending most of my waking hours learning how to rapidly generate the most money with videos. And I'd like to know if this is you, right? I've worked with over 100,000 people since I got into the information marketing business, and I've coached and consulted with a lot of people, and I always like to know, where folks stand when I talk to them. So I just want to know, are you making videos and not getting any money right now? Right? Have you made any money for making videos? Are you building websites and not making any money right now? Are you writing and spinning content and not making any money right now? Are you building backlinks and not making any money right now? I know how all this feels. I've been there. I've done all this stuff. When I got started in 2007, I did all this stuff. I did all this stuff for a year and I made no money. It was very frustrating. Do you keep buying software and trainings and still not making any money? I know how that feels. Listen, it's not your fault that you're not making any money with anything you've tried. Seriously. And the reason why is because you've been told by everyone else that the more you know, the more you'll succeed. And when I say everyone else, I don't mean the gurus. I mean everybody. I mean like your teachers, your family, your friends, your colleagues. Everybody tells you, hey, listen, the more you know, the more you're going to succeed, right? Go to school, go to university, get a degree. You're going to have a lot of success. So it's like we're programmed to believe this. Well, here's what I think. I think wrongo bongo. Okay, wrongo bongo. I don't believe that at all, right? And that only causes confusion, overwhelm, and paralysis. And let me prove it to you, right? Now, I need to prove a very extreme point. So I don't want you to think I'm insulting anybody by any means of the imagination. I want you to think about something. I want you to think about, have you ever met someone in your life that's dumber than a bag of rocks, and they are filthy rich or extremely wealthy? They have the house, the cars, the money, the happiness, and they're dumber than a bag of rocks, okay? I know I have, and I'm pretty well off. I've met people that are dumber than me and are way more well off than I am. They have everything together, right? So that just proves my point that the more you know doesn't mean that you're going to succeed, right? In fact, it's quite the opposite. It's really about keeping things simple. So you have to stop. You must stop, right? The more knowledge you acquire, the more overwhelmed you're going to get, the more paralysis you're going to have. If you keep going, things are going to get worse for you. I know this because I've already walked down that path. And listen, I'm not special by any means of the imagination. I've actually, it took me 14 years to get my college degree. I have a degree in finance. I don't even have a degree in marketing. I don't have a degree in computers, right? So it's like, if I can do this stuff, you can do this too. Finance is the antithesis of marketing and computers. And it took me 14 years to get my degree. And in fact, my second grade teacher told me that I was going to most likely be a garbage man, all right? I had to declare bankruptcy. I was a stockbroker, and I had to declare bankruptcy back in 1998. That's not so great for a guy that's in finance, right? A guy that's in finance declaring bankruptcy in 1998, and then guess what? I had to do it again in 2007. So I've declared bankruptcy twice in my life. That doesn't bode well for someone who has a degree in finance, if you know what I mean. Okay? So there is absolutely nothing special about me at all. And here's what I did. Here's what happened. I just had a really big shift. I was at a point where I just was tired of spinning my wheels. I was tired of being on the hamster wheel. I was tired of spending money on seminars, courses, and softwares that didn't get me anywhere. And so I stopped. I stopped listening to them, and I started to do things on my own. What I did was I stepped back from what I had done, and I basically took a 30,000 foot view of what had gone on in my business and what had worked and what didn't work. And I looked at it and I eliminated all the stuff that wasn't working, and the stuff that was working, I honed in on it, and I figured out what it was that I wanted to do from the stuff that was working. And I was able, by doing that and stepping back from my business and looking at it from a 30,000 foot view, I was able to develop a simple, foolproof 6-step system. Okay? Now, you most likely have not heard of my 6-step system because, frankly, the gurus are not actually doing this stuff like I am doing it. I do it differently than them. Remember, I've launched over 3,101 videos, and my system is so foolproof that most of the people that have focused in on it and didn't think about it and did the work have had success with it. Like Thomas Pacheco over here got his first check. Woohoo, thank you, Anthony. And I actually made him, we had a conference call, I made him read a book called How to Stop Worrying and Start Living. And that book definitely helped him take action and start making some dough. He got his first $700 check. Michael Hall Thusen made his very first affiliate money from the speed ranking system. Now, here's what I want to tell you is that this money-making method here that Thomas used, it's called the Goodwill Video Review Method. I'm actually going to teach you that tonight. Okay, so that you can go off and do the same thing that Thomas did. Michael Halthusen made his first affiliate money doing the webinar hijack method. I'm going to teach you that one tonight as well, right? So you're going to get to learn that one. Kim Morgan also used the Goodwill video method, and she made $388. Here's her PayPal account. Vodang Tung, he used the prolific promoter method for getting his very first commission, How to Control the Gout, $42, right? Native Remedies. Kathy Tremblay, she made her first sale, $20 commission. She can't believe it. It works. Since then, she's gone on to make way more affiliate commissions. Philip J. Mutri, I'm so upset with Anthony. He sold me a system that works. It's nice to wake up in the morning and be 248 commissions richer from a video review. With all the commissions I've earned today from this system, my speed ranking system product purchase is paid in full. And when he says commissions, he means affiliate commissions. Philip's actually doing the webinar hijack method. Christina Abella using the Goodwill method. This is the third major client I have booked this week. They all booked me because I've shown I can rank videos super well, super fast. So therefore, I must know what I'm talking about. Total value of around $2,000 a week for me long term. Folks, $2,000 a week times 52 weeks is $100,000 a year from just one method, the Goodwill method. You're going to learn that tonight. Who says free targeted YouTube traffic doesn't work? Philip launched a product on ClickBank, and he connected with someone inside of our Facebook group, Vodang Tung, who's the guy that just did the gout product, had his first affiliate commission, and with that gout product. And so Philip launched the product. They got together. Vo did a promotion for it. Out of 14 clicks, he got one sale from YouTube. Michael Halthusen makes another $497 sale with the speed ranking system. Mike Maloney, boo yeah, another customer's $500 deposit on a $2,100 job. Kevin Lee McMahon landed my first good client, $2,000 per month plus some commissions. I'm guessing you would like to meet, connect, and mastermind with all of these folks. I mean, who wouldn't? These people are all real, right? Wouldn't you like to have an opportunity to connect with them, meet with them, mastermind with them? Well, I'm going to show you how in a few minutes if you stick around and you watch this training. Let me ask you this. Would you like to get results like them? Of course you wouldn't. Who wouldn't want that, right? It's a loaded question. Now, why is video such a huge opportunity? It's important for you to know why video all of a sudden is all the rage. Globally, video traffic is going to be 79% of all consumer internet traffic in 2018. And as of the making of this video, folks, that's only 2.5 years from now. That's right around the corner. And video traffic is already up 66% from 2013. And this is according to Cisco Systems. They are a $1 billion internet conglomerate, and they specialize in making routers for your home and internet switches and broadband switches. And and they do it for your home and for big companies, enterprise companies. And these guys are in the business of knowing where traffic is going to be today and where it's going to be in the future. And so they put out this index report, this forecasted methodology report. They put it out. And if you go and read this, you can download this for free. Make a note. Download the Cisco Visual Networking Index report. Read through it. There's some really interesting stuff about today and the future. And the most important takeaway is video traffic is going to be 79% of all consumer interaction. So you're in the right place, right? Like, why would you go and do anything else? Like, we always worry about the future as humans. Well, your future is going to be looking pretty golden if you stick around with video. Also, another reason why video is awesome is Google owns YouTube. And if you visit Alexa, which is a website that measures traffic for websites on the internet, they tell you how much traffic different websites get. Google is still the #1 most visited website on planet Earth, and YouTube is #3, right? And both of these sites are search engines, which is huge. This is why I believe these two traffic sources are the best traffic sources in the world. They're the most targeted. People type into a search query what they want, and the result comes back with the answers of what they were looking for. It's not interruption marketing like Facebook. People go on Facebook to screw around, talk with their friends. They see an ad, it looks interesting. because some marketer put up a picture of a hot girl or something, and now they click it. It may be what they want. It may not be what they want. They were not in buyer mode. People that are using Google and YouTube are in a mode where they're buyers. There's more commercial intent than there is on Facebook. Okay, and that's why I like using these traffic sources. It's like, why go uphill with an anchor when we can go downhill with a tailwind? And we can do the work once and siphon traffic from two of the most visited websites on planet Earth. And just so you can see how much traffic is hitting YouTube, every month, more than 1 billion unique users visit YouTube each month, and there's over 6 billion hours of video watched each month. 6 billion hours. 100 hours of video are uploaded to YouTube every minute, and 80% of YouTube traffic comes from outside the U.S. So if you're international and you're asking, is this going to work for me? I'm overseas. Yes, it is. 80% of the YouTube traffic is coming from outside the U.S. And YouTube is localized in 61 countries across 61 languages. And according to Nielsen, YouTube reaches more U.S. adults ages 18 to 34 than any cable network. That basically tells you how the future is looking again for YouTube. It's looking bright. In fact, Ross and I, before the call, were talking about how my nephews, 9 and 7, are on their tablets watching YouTube all day long. They're watching people play video games, which is crazy. I'm like, why don't you guys go play the damn video games? Why are you watching other people play video games? And Ross told me that's the same with his son. All they do is watch YouTube all day on the TV. People,
my son and my daughter, I actually had to go and take their phones and turn off the internet and tell them that if they went on YouTube, their phones were going to get taken away just so I could be here with you and we could record this.
Yeah, and it's the future, right? This is where things are headed, folks. So, when you're sitting there wondering about what am I going to do for the future, or am I on the right thing? Listen, if you focus in on this, you're going to have a very bright future. And I just want to beat a dead horse. You may have seen these statistics before. I want to beat a dead horse because every day new opportunities enter our email inboxes. And I'm telling you right now, video has done really well for me. I focused on it. There were times when I got derailed and I went and did some other stuff, but then I came back, and I'm glad I came back because now it's blowing up, and it's not too late for you. It's not too late to come in. So I'm guessing by now you are ready to learn the 4 money getting method. So let's just dive right in. Let's talk about the webinar hijack method. All right, this is a great method for making huge affiliate commissions without you ever having to get on a webinar. This method is so powerful, and I've made so much money from this method that I actually bought my wife a Lincoln Navigator for Mother's Day. I am not showing you this to brag. I'm showing you this so that I basically get your attention and make you realize how powerful this method is, right? This is not a joke. This makes a lot of money. If you implement this, you'll do well with this. And here's why. Most people are doing launch jacking, right? They're going after these products that are launching, these softwares and these info products. That's what most of the market is doing. A lot of people are neglecting webinars. They're not going after webinars. And there's a huge opportunity because they pay more money and there's less competition. Like, for example, if you look at this keyword right here, Hangout Daredevil Review, there is only 57,000 other competing websites. So to have domination with a webinar is very, very easy to do. This is when I first discovered this method. It was really by accident. So I figured I'd put this one up because this is the one that caused me to come up with this method. This webinar had really gotten popular. There was a ton of buzz about it. I started to get emails from a whole bunch of different promoters for the same webinar. And I'm like, man, this has a lot of buzz. Let me go poke around on Google and see if anyone's doing any optimization for it. And sure enough, barely anybody was. So I said, you know what? I'm going to do a video walkthrough review of the product. It took me 17 minutes to make this video. I didn't get in front of the camera. And then I did like a little Hangout Daredevil bonus case study of me using the product. And that was a 5-minute, 44-second video. And that one I did get in front of the camera. I didn't have to build a website. I didn't have to buy a bunch of domains for a PBN. I didn't have to write, spin, or do any kind of thing crazy with content, right? I just basically made some really cool, engaging videos, and I got them up. And I put them up on YouTube, right? So we got them over here on YouTube, and then I took the same videos and I threw them up on Dailymotion. Dailymotion. These are the same videos, 1755, 544. And then I took all these 4 videos and I embedded them on a Warrior Forum classified post. and it just allowed me to dominate the whole first page. So what happens is people go and watch the webinar. Not everybody buys, right? There's a bunch of people that don't buy. They're like, I like this, it looks good, but I need to go do a little bit more homework. So they go and they poke around, they type the product name review, and boom, look who's there. I'm all over the place. They watch my videos, they get cookied by me, they feel comfortable, they see a bonus, they see a case study, they see a full walkthrough of the members area. They're like, you know what, this actually looks like a pretty legit product. This guy also made a bunch of videos about it. I'm going to buy it. So they go and buy it, boom, I get the commission. Now, if you've got any webinars that you've been a part of lately, or that you have watched lately, and that you have purchased lately, please, I urge you, go do a video walkthrough of that webinar and get that thing on the internet and get it ranked under Hangout Daredevil Review. Not Hangout Daredevil Review, but your product name, the webinar name review, right? That's the keyword you want to get under. You also want to get under the webinar name bonus. Now, you don't have to worry about getting a bonus. Just take the bonuses that come with the webinar and talk about them in your video. Like when you're doing your video walkthrough, show the bonuses. Talk about each of the bonuses. Talk about what you think about them or how you're going to use them, right? Make case studies. You can offer a case study of you using the product and the results that you get with it. If you buy through me, I'm going to do a case study for you. I'm going to put the product to work and I'll let you know how it goes. Or we can mastermind together, offer to mastermind with people. There's all kinds of stuff you can do with bonuses that people find value. You can create a little Facebook group. Anyone who buys through me will have a little mastermind on this product and we can work together to have success with it. Okay, people love that stuff, and there's a lot of value in it. So again, Hangout Daredevil, someone decides to poke around. Oh, let me see what people are offering for bonuses. Boom, boom, boom. There I am with the 2 Daily Motion videos, the 2 YouTubes, the Warrior Forum, and then we also got picked up by this RSS site. And excuse me, I'm just getting a drink of water. And we got picked up by this RSS site. And we're showing up there too, right? So we're just everywhere for this keyword. Did it pan out? You bet it did. What I should have done that I didn't do with this was I need to get a screenshot of the dates so that you can see that this went on for months. This actually went on from September to December of 2013. The webinar would run and I would get... I would wake up one morning without knowing that somebody was running the webinar. I'd wake up one morning with a whole bunch of commissions, like $2,000 or $1,000, and I was just like, "What the heck? This is amazing!" And I just had a huge aha moment from that, and then I started doing that, and I started pushing webinars and promoting them under the webinar keyword review webinar name bonus. Now, here's the kicker: it's amazing how many people still are not doing this. It's like wide open, all right? So this is something you should definitely consider. I got 3 pages of results. Here's page 1. We did $5,437.50. There were some refunds, but this is how much got deposited in my PayPal account. I mean, these are nice chunks, $249, $249, $249. Here's page 2. Again, Hangout Daredevil over here. $5,237, page 2 right there, $249, $249, $249. So right now I think we're at $10,600 if you add both those up. Another $3,000 on page 3. It's about $13,000. After refunds, I walked away with about $11,000 for anywhere. It was about 2 hours of work to do everything, to make the videos, upload them, optimize them, and then do the stuff that I had to do to get them on the first page. It was about 2 hours of work. 2 hours of work for $11,000 is a pretty darn good payday. Wouldn't you agree? Okay, so that's the webinar hijack method, right? It's not just working for me. Here's Philip J. Mutry. Thanks for the $99 in commissions from the results of free targeted traffic from YouTube and the speed ranking system. Oh, whoops, did I just admit there's a program out there that really works? So here's the screen. I need to circle this. I need to get this highlighted. Phil sent me this January 21st. We've had other people since then. I would have to go back and find them inside of our Facebook group. We have quite a few people inside our Facebook group. It's hard for me to keep up all the time with the results people are getting, but this happened, January 21st, 2015. So if you're wondering if this still works today, you betcha it does. Phil sent this to me on that date, and here's his PayPal transaction ID. Now check this out the next day, January 22nd, and yet another $286.76 while I slept on top of the 99 from last night. Why the heck did I take so long to utilize free YouTube traffic for affiliate marketing? Here's his screenshot. Here is the date, 2015, January 21st. So this is while he was sleeping at night. Pretty crazy, right? Here's Vodang Tung. This was the gout guy, right? Like all these people, they had their big breakthroughs and then they went on and did more stuff. He got $148 speed ranking affiliate commission from doing the webinar hijack method. So I'm not the only one doing this, and this was January 30th, 2015. There are other people doing it too. These methods work. Do not underestimate their simplicity. Let's talk about the prolific promoter method. You sort of saw a little bit of that going on in the webinar hijack method, and prolific means to be everywhere. Okay, and it's really important when you're doing online stuff. You want to be in as many places as possible or show up as many times as possible on the first page. You want to be prolific because what it does, when people see you a lot, they subconsciously start to trust you, they subconsciously start to like you, and they subconsciously feel okay with buying from you or taking action from you. Okay. Now this also works if you're a coach, if you're a local business consultant helping local businesses. This also helps do this for your businesses. And when we get a little bit into this, I'll explain to you how you can do this for businesses, how you can do this for your coaching business, your consulting business, your promoting business, your product, okay? Now this method is so freaking powerful that I have been privileged and blessed enough to buy this absolutely amazing car because of this being prolific and using this technique in my promotions. Now, this is a brand new, I just got this car last month, and I'm not saying this to brag, I just want to share with you the impact that these methods have and motivate you to go take action and kick ass. This car is not your typical Corvette either. I just got this last month in May, and this is a Z06 Corvette, which is like the top of the line Corvette right now, and this thing cost just a little bit over $100,000. So this is how powerful the prolific promoter method is. You do not want to underestimate it. Let me show you something really cool here. This is just one of the many promotions that I've done. This is actually the very first promotion I did where I used this technique. And after using this technique, I was so shocked at how much success I had with it that I've implemented it since then. Now, let me explain what's going on here. Okay, there's a lot more than meets the eye. You really have to pay attention. I'm going to break it down for you. Okay, so the product is Media by Academy Reloaded Review, right? And so what I did was, instead of making one long 20-minute review video, I decided to break the videos up into modules. So review video 5 goes with module 5. Review video 1 goes with module 1. Review video 7 goes with module 3. Review video 2 goes with module 2, and so on and so forth, right? Okay, everybody gets that. Easy peasy. So what happens is there's a few things going on here. First of all, someone visits this video. They come here. Let's assume video 1 was all one video. It was a 20-minute video. If someone hit video 1 and they're like, oh, this is 20 minutes. They saw the time. I don't have time to watch this right now. They're going to bounce off your video, right? Some people will watch it, don't get me wrong, but most people are going to see that 20 minutes and they're like, I don't have time for that. It's too long. But if they see 2 minutes, they're like, I can handle 2 minutes. Let me see what this guy has to say. So then I can reel them in, right? I can get them to like me within that 2-minute video. I can prove to them that I have good content. And then I can put all these videos in a playlist. So video 1 kicks on, and then right after video 2 kicks on automatically. So now, time is going by without them realizing it. Next thing you know, all 20 minutes have gone by, right? So that allows me to do that. Now, this whole time, what I'm doing is I'm making it really easy for the viewer to consume my content, which is allowing me to build some trust with them, right? Oh, wow, this guy really went out of his way. This is what they're thinking subconsciously. This guy went out of his way to make it easy for me to watch this. Plus, he's all over the place. I see him everywhere. He's obviously believes in this product. He put a lot of effort into this. This guy's really standing behind this. There's something even bigger going on here that a lot of people don't pick up, and that's what I'm saving the best for last. See, the number one ranking factor on YouTube is views to your video and views to your channel, but also retention rate. How long someone watches your video. Did they watch it from beginning to end? How long did they stay on your channel? All this stuff goes into the YouTube algorithm and lets YouTube know how good your content is. And YouTube is in the business of having people that make really good content for them. The more you're on their site, the more ads they're displaying to you, the more money they're making. Now, here's what's interesting. Look at all of the extra views I picked up by making more than one video, and these extra views add authority to my channel. Whoa, Anthony, I don't get what you're saying is usually what most people say to me now. Okay, let's say video one was all one video, and these videos did not exist, right? So if that's the case, let's then assume that video one only got 168 views. Let's just assume that to make it really easy for you to understand what's going on here. Okay, so that's it. Video one, I only made one 20-minute video. It got 168 views. Now, what did I do? I split them up into different videos, and look at how many extra views I picked up for my channel. 168, 84, 71, 77, 57, 78. These are all extra views coming back to my channel. And look at the retention. These are engaged views. Okay, I only had one really big drop off. One from video one to video two. There was a big drop off there, and then there was another big drop off here. I'm sorry, there was two big drop offs, but then look at how it started to pick back up. 71 at video four, right? 78 at video five, 77 at video six, 75 at video eight. These are very engaged viewers. It doesn't take a lot of these people to make a lot of sales for a product. So hopefully you're seeing the power of this. It's not just the being everywhere part. It's also the picking up the extra views and the extra retention that builds authority to our channel. The more authority we build to our channel, the easier videos are going to rank later on with less work. So that's very important. Okay. Now, how would you do this for a local business? Simple. If you had a local client or a client that's a business, instead of making just one video about everything they do, you should always make a video about everything that they do. Then make another video. Make a video for each of the services or each of the products that they have, so that they have a lot of videos. They have a lot of doors coming back to their site. They have a video about product A, a video about product B, a video about product C. If you're a local consulting offering services, you should have one video that has all your services, and then you should have another video that, like if you're doing SEO, you have a video about SEO. If you're doing email marketing, you have a video about email marketing. If you're doing website development, you have a video about website development. Right? If you're doing a video about writing content, you have a video about writing content, right? So the more videos you have out there, the more chances you have of people finding you and falling into your net and coming back to your site, right? So if you're a coach, same thing, right? You want to do a video about all the services that you provide and then break up and do videos about all the different services you provide. It's very, very, very powerful. Do not underestimate this method. I've made a ton of money from doing this, okay? This also worked brilliantly on Google when the card opened up. I don't know that these rankings are still there, but I do know that when the cart opened up for this product, which is one of the most important parts of a launch, is the beginning of the launch and when the launch closes, I was on the first page. I had these 4 spots under Media by Academy Reloaded, Media by Academy Reloaded Bonus. I had these 3 spots. Media by Academy Reloaded Review. I had these 4 spots. So we really were in the right spot when the launch opened up, and this is what we got in commissions. This is what resulted in commissions for us. We got $2,770, and it was a $138 commission every time I sold one. We did get refunds. After the refunds, I ended up walking away with around $1,900. Still not bad, right? For going and reviewing a product I really enjoyed, making the video, sitting at home in the comfort of my house, having fun, making some videos, getting on the first page of Google, building my brand. Totally, totally worth it. Okay? All right. Again, this is not just working for me. Peter Bate, yesterday a product launch from JVZoo called Keyword Ignition. I made 5 videos for it, and wowee, they work. I've already earned some commission. Never in my life has that happened so fast. Michael Halthusen earned his first affiliate commissions with the speed ranking system using the prolific promoter method. All right, so not just working for me, working for other people too. Let's talk about the goodwill method. This is one of my favorite methods for generating lump sums of payday, lump sum paydays. It's pretty easy to do. And most of the people that I've taught this to that take action on it have success with it. This method has done so well for me. I actually picked up a huge client from this, and it ended up resulting in a $50,000 payday. So again, this is no joke. There's my company, Real Deal Productions. There's the check. There's the date, March 2015. So this doesn't even count that PayPal money. This is like separate from that. Okay, so it just goes to show you how powerful this is. Again, I'm just trying to get your attention so that you can, take notes and take action on this stuff. All right, so let me just tell you a story really quick. Essentially, this is a good way to start. I got married last year, and we ordered our wedding ring online. Get the wedding ring 2 days before my wedding, and it's the wrong freaking size. I was in a bit of a panic and didn't know what to do. So essentially, we started calling up all the jewelry stores in Cape Coral. And I have like weird size fingers, so it was hard to find a wedding ring. And tungsten is a type of metal that you cannot cut and resize. So I was in a weird pickle. Anyways, I ended up calling a bunch of stores. One guy had a tungsten wedding ring that was my size, so we rushed down there. The craziest thing was the wedding ring that he had was almost identical to the one that I had ordered online, so it was almost like meant to happen. It was kind of crazy, and it was weird. So the guy that helped us out was the owner of the store. Super awesome guy, super cool, super nice. So much so that while I was on my honeymoon, I was thinking about the guy too, and I said, I'm going to shoot a Goodwill video for him, and I did. This video, while I was on my honeymoon, I didn't have to go build a website. I didn't have to spend any content. I didn't have to buy any domains. I didn't have to do anything crazy. I shot this 2-minute video talking about how awesome this guy is, how awesome his business is, and if it wasn't for him, it would have been hard for us to get married because I wanted to get my ring blessed by the priest. I didn't want to go get an oversized ring, get it blessed by the priest, and then what am I going to do with it later? So it was really important. I wouldn't have gotten married without it. So I said that in the video, and I shot the guy an email. And I said, hey, Dan, I just want to let you know how much my wife and I appreciate what you did for us. And here is a little video, a review video I made for you. I also put it on the first page for you under your business name. Now, I know that this keyword does not get a lot of traffic, but here's the thing. The amount of traffic that it gets is very important for Dan because people that are looking up his business name review are thinking about going to Dan and buying from Dan. And if a video pops up on the first page like it does now. Let's just pull it up now so you can see what it looks like now. So when people go and they type in Dan's name, this is what they see now. They see this big old video on the first page. And this video is beating out his business. I'm beating out Yelp, beating out Better Business Bureau, Facebook, Angie's List, Google, Easy Local, Dex knows, right? So this is going to get more attention than anything else on the page. And people are going to watch this video that are thinking about going to Sunshine Jewelers and Gold Exchange. And guess what? They're going to feel comfortable going there. They're going to want to go do business with Dan. Do you think that Dan appreciated what I did for him? Absolutely. So much so that he pinged me back wanting to know how the heck I did it. I said, listen, I can do this for you for bigger keywords if you want. So the secret is you do this for free for a business for an easy keyword, right? So you go after their business name review. It's a really easy keyword to do. You don't need to tell the business owner that's an easy keyword. You need to keep that to yourself. They don't need to know that. And you want to do something that's not going to be a lot of work for you because they may say no. There are businesses that are going to say no, right? Not every business says yes, but you're doing something good for a business. And worst case scenario, the businesses that say no, I get referral business from them. And I have a special technique that I do with the video that allows me to make money from it and get more customers from it. So even if they say no, it becomes an asset for me that's out there getting me more clients. Okay, this is like shooting fish in a barrel. And let me show you an example of another client that I got this way. Let me pull them up here really quick. I got these guys this way. I did the same thing for them. I kind of did it a little bit in reverse though. I found this video on the internet. It was buried on the internet. It wasn't on the first page of Google. And my sister was moving out to Pasadena and she needed a gym. And so I started to do some research and I found these guys buried. And this is a high quality video. And I hit them up. I said, hey, I saw your video and it's an awesome video. I asked them, how much did you guys spend on that video? I'm just curious. They spent $2,000 on making this video. And I said to them, hey, listen, how about if I get that video on the first page of Google for you, right? And you guys pay me some money after I do it. And the thing is that what you don't want to do is you want to do this on your own channel. So I created a channel for them called Pasadena Gym. And you don't give control of the channel over to them until they pay you, right? So I got them on the first page. I proved to them that I can do it. I mean, they're not going to, they can't say no. I basically told them, listen, I'll get this on the first page. You don't have to pay me till I do it. And they're not going to say no. So, because you're getting them the result first, and you're in control of the asset anyways. You get it on the first page, and then I send them an email. Here's what I did for you. And they were like super pumped. I also got them on the first page for Pasadena Gym. Let me just type Pasadena Gym. And there they are right there. And what's awesome about this is I didn't have to make the video. Now think about the mindset that business is in. They spent $2,000 on a video that's not getting them any results. Do you think it's going to be hard to get them to say yes if you tell them, well, listen, let me get the video on the first page for you, and then you pay me? It's like shooting fish in a barrel, okay? So here was the PayPal payment I got from them. California, Alhambra, $500. So it's pretty awesome. And I only spent about an hour to do that work. What I realized after working with them is that gyms actually have a lot of money and they have big budgets. And if you hit them at the right time of year, like I did them, which was around November, they're in a situation where they need exposure because the New Year's resolution rush is coming. And they are willing to pay money to get in front of their audience, their prospective audience. So November is a great time to hit gyms up. November, December, even January. So I got a nice $500 payday, and I realized, well, I need to be working with gyms. So I went out and got another gym in another part of the country. I got them ranked for 4 keywords, and I actually made $2,939 that time. So it was a pretty sweet payday. Here's what Heather says. This is her first ever money made with the speed ranking system. I use the Goodwill review method. It works. She was not comfortable with posting how much she made, so she made me block it out. But there you go. This worked for Heather. Michael Halthusen, 2 clients, a realtor, and a signed contract with a small gym. It was from one of our coaching calls. I showed him how to do it. He was having a hard time with it. I showed him how to simplify it, and boom, he went and nailed 2 clients. All right. Let's talk about the Godfather method. I love this method because I get free hookups all over town from my favorite businesses. Because I basically hook them up, so they hook me up, right? I got this idea when I was sitting in my barber's chair back in June 2013. He was moving to a new location. I asked him, I said, dude, he told me about it. I said, have you told anybody about this? He's like, yeah, I'm telling as many people as I can, but I don't know how people are going to find me. And I said, well, how come you're not on the first page of Google? And he's like, well, I don't know how to do that. And I said, well, listen, how about this? How about I get you on the first page of Google with a video, and then you give me free haircuts for life? Now, one thing I did say right there was I said, listen, I don't want the haircut for free right now. Let me prove to you I can do this, and then after this, haircuts are free. He's like, yeah, dude, no brainer. So that's what we did. My wife was there at the time, and she took a video on her iPhone. Not a great video. It's low quality. Again, we didn't build a website. We didn't buy domains. We didn't spin content. We didn't build backlinks. We just got this video up on the first page. It was a 1:20 video, and I got him ranked under Orlando Barber. And got free haircuts for life. Let me just show you. It's still there. Years later, Orlando Barber. There it is right there. Same video, 120. So he was really jazzed up. So he's given me free haircuts ever since then. And what's really awesome about Eric, he also got him under Orlando Mobile Barber, and I also got him under Orlando Barbers. But when I got him under this keyword, he flipped his lid. This is what I call an ego keyword. When you get a business under best whatever they do, best city name, whatever they do, they freak out. It's like a huge keyword for them. So I got him under best Orlando Barber, and he actually went ballistic. He went and got his Cadillac vinyl wrapped, saying he was the best barber in Orlando. The guy cracks me up. And he like touts me every time now because I went and did this. He goes and like people are sitting in his barber chair. He starts talking to him and he's like, hey, look at me. I'm on the first page of Google under best Orlando Barber. You see that guy in the video there. He can do that for you too if you're interested. And I've actually picked up a ton of business from him. I'll just give you an example of one that I got from him not too long ago. This is an iPhone screen repair right near Disney. Best iPhone screen repair at Kissimmee. And people come to Disney, they break their iPhones, and this is the only guy that's near them. And this guy, people didn't know though. They had no idea he was there because he wasn't on the first page. And so I went in there, I shot this video. It's a funny video. It's like an infomercial style video. I shot this video, and I ended up on the first page. There I am right there. I'm also over there too. And I got $1,000 for doing this. I just went in there, had some fun for 2 minutes. The guy gives me a whole bunch of iPhone cases and Android cases, and my wife's phone broke. I went in there, it was a $150 repair, boom, taken care of, no problem. And he's told businesses about us too. So it causes this like chain reaction when you start doing this for people. They show off to their friends, because having a video on the first page of Google is way more of a bigger deal than having a boring old website, right? It's just like having a commercial. And so people show, they whip out their mobile phones, they show their friends, boom, my phone starts ringing. I don't know what the number is. Like, who is this? Hey, are you Anthony? Are you the guy that puts videos on the first page of Google? Yes, I am. Could you help me? That's typically the conversation. And that all started by me hooking up a local business. Let me tell you a little secret about local businesses. They love to barter. They love to trade. It's so easy. It's a great foot in the door. Okay? All right. Let me show you some of my other Godfather hookups. I actually get free dry cleaning because I hooked up our dry cleaner. It costs $700 a month to clean my house. I hooked my maids up, and kaboom, dude, I get free maids come to my house, clean my house. How many of you would like to give this to your wives? Or how many of you are wives that would love to get your houses cleaned for free? All you got to do is go rank a video for a maid in your town, and you're good to go. I have free dental cleanings and free coffee and donuts, which is not good because I've put on a little bit of weight since that picture you've seen at the beginning. But I'm working on it. I'm getting back on track. Here's Rex, one of our Speed Ranker proteges. He traded his video and review to his dentist for teeth cleaning and x-rays. Now, is that cool or what? No cash, no taxes. David Miller, sitting in a cafe in Budapest. I'm here as a dental tourist, having 3,000 of dental implant surgery. Had a drink with the clinic owner last night, took over the treatment plan. We did a barter deal, my video marketing skills in exchange for my full plan dental treatment and some more. This morning, I had the surgery done perfectly, and I left without paying a cent. Boom. It totally works. Now, I'm hoping at this point, everyone has enjoyed the content. Have you enjoyed this content? I hope so. It's darn good content. I've shared 4 really good methods that have made me and a lot of other people money. Now, do you feel like that they can get results? Do you feel like you can get results with what I showed you? Do you feel like after seeing this that your brain is going, you're like, yeah, I can go and make money doing this. I can get results with this, right? It's pretty powerful stuff. And here's the thing. This wasn't even in my foolproof 6-step system for deploying these money-getting video campaigns. I didn't even have a chance to show you that because that would take a lot longer than the hour that we have here today. In fact, we're already at the 57-minute mark, so we're going a little bit longer than I wanted to. But I wanted to make sure to give you content and provide value because I promised Ross that I would. So let me ask you a question. Would you go through a minefield for the first time by yourself? Are you the kind of person that would walk through a minefield? A minefield, full of bombs. Would you walk through it by yourself for the first time? I sure as hell wouldn't. I'm guessing you wouldn't either, right? But here is the thing. If someone had already been through the minefield and they held me by the hand and walked me through the minefield, I would feel comfortable doing it. Now remember, we got to get on the other side of that minefield. You got to get on the other side, and I got to get on the other side. If we don't get on the other side of that minefield, we're not going to progress in our lives, right? So we got to do it. But would you do it alone? Would you go through a minefield alone? I don't think you're crazy enough to do it. I sure as heck ain't. But would you do it if somebody held your hand, someone that had already been through that minefield? Would you do it? Would you go through that minefield holding their hand? I'm sure you would. I would. Most people I talk to would do that, okay? And so I want to help you through the minefield. Now imagine creating a steady stream of consistent sales like I've showed you here today. Imagine getting fast retargeted traffic like I've shown you here today without getting paralyzed by tech overwhelm. Do you want the foolproof 6-step system? Of course you do. Why wouldn't you? I know you do. Great, because this is specifically for you. This is the only step-by-step proven system to get results in hours, the speed ranking system. You are getting the exact 6-step system that we've personally used to generate up to $91,943.49 in a single month. I do want to give you a warning. It is impossible for me to take on everybody. We just don't have enough room. We don't have enough manpower. We don't have enough bandwidth. And if I did take on everybody at one time, I would be doing everybody a disservice. Okay, so this is not for everybody, and this is a very limited offer because I don't want the quality of our service to go down. I can't keep getting people results like you've seen here today if I let everybody in. I hope that makes sense. Okay, it's going to compromise the integrity of the system. All right, so in step one, I'm going to show you how to raid the rich niches so that you can gain even more new ways to find endless profitable markets so that you can attract people most likely to buy. You're going to discover endless niches and opportunities in places no one is looking. In step two, I'm going to show you how to transform your videos into an autopilot selling machine. In step three, if you don't want to get in front of the camera, don't worry, don't do anything. I have all your resources, over 40 of the best actors, voiceover artists, studio video producers, animated video producers, puppet producers, and more. So you'll never have to get on camera. In step four, optimization assassination, you'll never have to make a mistake when you optimize your videos because you'll be looking over my shoulder the whole time and see how I get free targeted traffic that converts into money. In step five, I'm even going to show you how to deploy underground optimization domination secrets that your competition is not using so you can beat them out for more sales. In step five, I'm going to show you how to set off social signals. Everyone else teaches you to make your video, optimize it, upload it, and go build backlinks. I do totally different. I focus on the social signals first because Google loves social signals. It's basically you're promoting Google and YouTube on other people's social platforms and everyone's coming back to Google, and that's why they love it. So you're going to see my effortless over-the-shoulder plan of destruction for the most powerful social signal sirens ever created so that Google and YouTube reward you with endless traffic. In step six, I'm going to show you how I do my backlinking. I do it different than other people. I do it in a simple manner, in an effective manner. You're going to witness how I build the ultimate super simple backlinks without putting my videos at risk of updates. I'm even going to uncover the underground world for ranking for big money keywords with blazing speed on demand. And as a special little added bonus, I'm going to open my vault and reveal my favorite SEO outsourced resource that makes Fiverr look like child's play. And it's not the usual suspects, Elance, Odesk, Freelancer, so you'll never have to lift a finger and do the work yourself. Now, if you want to create a steady stream of sales, get fast free targeted traffic, have the freedom to do what you want while being able to sleep at night, there's no guessing, there's no thought, just focus and follow my recipe and my templates just like many others like you are doing every day. When you do, you'll be on the fast track. I've seen a lot of people try video courses out there. I know there are other video courses out there. Guess what? Most of the people that buy those courses and use those courses have failed. You may be one of those people. There's a reason why. There's too much thinking. There was no recipe for monetizing the traffic. This is a complete step-by-step A to Z system for speed ranking and making money in your underwear. You get everything you need. There's no upsells or OTOs. Everything is included. Kathy Tremblay, one more post before I hit the hay. 2 sales from one of my videos. Commission number 1, $11. Commission number 2, $6. Check the affiliate stats. Sure enough, clicked from the video. Avo Dang, here's his gout video. He got on the first page in 3 minutes for that 4-minute, 31-second video. He didn't go build a website. He didn't go buy a domain name. He didn't write content. He didn't spin content. He didn't build a bunch of crazy backlinks. He got on the first page for a good product, made a sale. Jason Speckert, page number 1 in 3 minutes. He's doing the Goodwill review for Boom Bow's Pizza. 3 minutes, first page, 2-minute video. No website, no content. Thomas Pacheco, video number 1, ranked in less than 10 minutes. No website, no content, no backlinks. Vicki Lawrence, doing my first launch hacking, started today, actually a few hours ago. I am now ranking on page 1 for 2 keywords for the launch hacking within 2 hours. Again, she didn't build any website. She didn't write any content. She didn't spin any content. She didn't go build any backlinks. Heather Pender, ranked in 2 minutes for position number 5 for Vice's collision repair review. A minute video, 1 minute video. That's it. It took only a minute to make the video. She got on the first page, 2 minutes. She did a Goodwill video review method. Mike Ross, this is a crazy one. He did a video that ranked on page 2 in 10 minutes. You're like, Anthony, page 2, what's the big deal? He did this before he went to a networking meeting in Dallas. People at the meeting asked him what he did. I say, get your videos found by Google. Then he did the search on his mobile phone in front of them and showed them how long ago he had posted. They were blown away. He now has follow-ups with about 12 people. Aaron Smilkstein, Pasadena Hair Salon, on their first page in 13 minutes. Michael Dancy, landing page software review, first page in 31 minutes. That's a big keyword. Think about how many landing page softwares have launched this year. You know, the first page, 31 minutes. with Daily Motion, 46 with YouTube. Thomas Pacheco, 29 minutes, number 3 spot for Anali's Duck Tuss's review. Listen, your job is simple. Don't think, just follow the steps. And if you can't follow the steps or you get off track, we have coaches in place to crack the whip and make sure you get back on track. There's no guessing. We're with you the whole way. Just go here now. Go to GetSRS, which stands for SpeedRankingSystem.com/Ross. GetSRS.com/Ross. Now, here's the thing. We can only accept 20 people today because we can only serve 20 new people that come on board today. Like I said, I don't want to compromise the integrity of the system. I do have a bonus for the first 5 people that come on board. Okay, I'm going to give you a breakdown of how this video made me $16,000. You're going to learn exactly what I did, the psychology behind the video, how I modeled the video after $1 million internet marketer, and what I did to get that $16,000 in sales. This is only available for the first 5 people that come on, so do not hesitate. If you are watching this video now, don't come back later. You need to do this now because these are going to go quick. So go to getsrs.com/Ross. I'm going to also give you another workshop bonus. I'm going to show you how to find those videos like the Pasadena gym video. There are tens of thousands of those videos out there that businesses have spent thousands of dollars on that are getting 0 exposure. I'm going to show you how to find those videos. I'm going to show you how to approach those businesses without cold calling, so you don't even have to worry about making video. All you got to do is rank them and make paydays like I showed you. And workshop bonus number 2, I'm going to give you my Getting Motivated video collection. I'd love to tell you that I get out of bed every day ready to tackle the day. It's so not true. There are definitely days when I'm like, ugh, I don't want to go today. I fire up a cup of coffee, I open up my laptop, I start watching my Get Motivated videos, and about 20 minutes in, I'm 10 feet tall and bulletproof. I've been collecting these for years. I'm going to let you have access to them. Workshop only bonus number 3. You need support. You need to be around others that were stuck but are crushing it now. All those people that you've seen here, they're all real people. Everybody, they're all inside my Facebook mastermind group, the Speed Ranking System group. You're going to get to mastermind with all these people. Every single day, people are in here sharing their videos, sharing their keywords, sharing their campaigns, helping other people because they were stuck too. Now they're not. They get it. They're willing to help. People help them. They pay it forward. Our group is awesome. Ross is actually a part of our group, and he will tell you how awesome it is inside. It's a very, very active group. I'm going to give you access to that. Workshop only bonus number 4, how to get info products and softwares for free. Think about how much money you spend every single month on info products and software. I'm going to give you a step-by-step system that's going to show you how to ethically and legally get these products completely for free by simply providing value to the product owner and turning it into you making money. So instead of you spending money on stuff, you're actually going to be making money from this stuff. Okay, that's workshop bonus number 4. Workshop bonus number 5, I'm going to give you a quick step blueprint so that you don't get overwhelmed to making your first $2,000 in 30 days with video. I recommend everybody go to this part of the training first. Get a return on your investment. Workshop only bonus number 6, I'm going to give you access to all of the past coaching call recordings vault so that you can get up to speed with everyone and you can listen in on all of the past coaching calls. And workshop bonus number 7, we just got this bonus inside our members area. You're going to learn how a regular Joe went from $0 to $10,000 per month doing affiliate review videos. He documented the whole process. I had to twist his arm, but he gave me access to it. And now you can see how a regular guy went from $0 to $10,000 a month with review videos. And workshop bonus number 8, I'm going to give you the 3 audiobooks from Andrew Carnegie, Tony Robbins, and Napoleon Hill that completely changed my life. In fact, I still listen to these audiobooks. I take very long 1-hour morning walks every morning to get my blood flowing, to get my brain straight. And most of the time I'm listening to one of these 3 audios. They are life-changing. Okay, I'm telling you, if you listen to these in a year's time, if you listen to them every single day, you start with one, then go to the next, then go to the third, then start over again. You do that for a whole year, everything in your life is going to change. I promise. Have faith. This works. I'm going to give these to you. So I want to show you really quick what everybody else pays. All right. This is what everybody else pays. We actually have a campaign going on YouTube and on Facebook. We have an automated webinar set up. People come in and they watch the automated webinar and they pay $9.97 or 3 small payments of $4.97. Okay, we sell these every day. And those people don't get the bonuses. They just get the 6 steps. That's it. The reason I give the bonuses on these special deals with my friends or on the live webinars is because people actually watch this, or I'm endorsed by somebody, so it's a way for me to hook up my friends' audience. It's a way for me to hook up people that come to one of my live workshops because it allows me to connect with you and engage with you. So that's why I offer these bonuses. So that's what everybody else pays. Listen, you're not going to pay that, okay? I'm actually going to be giving you a scholarship for $500 off of the regular price. And what I do is I call it my honor payment method, my honor payment system. And essentially, I want you to have a return on investment. I don't want my lofty $997 price to derail you or to keep you from coming on. So I'm going to give you a $500 scholarship with the intention that after you get a return on investment, go do the quick steps to making $2,000. After you get a return on investment, you can come back and pay me later. Now, here's the thing. Some people have gotten a return on investment and they've come back and paid me. Awesome. There are people that have gotten a return on investment, and I know they have because I've seen them on Facebook, and they haven't come back and paid me. But here's the thing. I don't have time to police everybody. I'm out there making money for myself and my business, and I'm out there helping people. And if they don't want to come back and give me the money, there's nothing I can do about it, So I don't have time to police it. But I really just want to offer the scholarship because I don't want to keep you from coming inside. I don't want this to be too lofty for you. I want to make it so that you have an opportunity to come on board. And so I'm going to give the first 20 people a $500 scholarship. Now, if you're not one of the first 20, you can still enroll for the price the public pays. It's just that you're not going to get the workshop bonuses either. Okay, so you definitely want to be in one of the first 20. You should really try to be one of the first 5 so that you can get my $16,000 breakdown of how I made that money on that video. Now, please do not ask me to give you the special price and bonuses after the 20 spots sell out. It's not fair to the first 20 people that came on. You've watched this entire presentation. You want to get free targeted traffic that sells your stuff or you wouldn't be here watching this. And you know this is an excellent value. I've proven it to you, especially with the scholarship. Take advantage of this incredible deal, the amazing limited bonuses. If you don't jump on this today, things are going to keep being the way that they are. You're just going to keep buying more stuff, collecting dust on your hard drive. You're not going to move forward. You're not going to get results. Come on board. Start making a change in your life and in your business. Go to getsrs.com/Ross. Now, I am so confident that this is going to work for you. I don't know too many other product creators out there or gurus out there. I don't consider myself a guru. I don't consider anyone else out there who's going to give you a double your money back refund. Okay, so here's how this works. All you got to do is prove to me that you've gone through the system and that you've come to my coaches for help inside of the Facebook group and you've attended the coaching calls. And if you can't get on the first page for a keyword like we showed you here today, like a business name review or a product name review, if you can't get on the first page for a keyword like that, with my foolproof 6-step system, I'm going to give you double your money back, okay? Because I truly believe in my system. That's why I can do that, and I know that it works, okay? All you got to do is prove to me that you've made an effort. Otherwise, I can't be handing out money to people that didn't prove to me they tried to make it work. You just got to prove to me that you tried to make it work, all right? And I'm even willing to split up the payments. So you're going to get a scholarship, right? So if you can't handle the payment after the $500 scholarship, you can apply that $500 scholarship towards payment. So I'm going to break the payments up for you too, right? I'm making this completely pain-free for you, right? There's no risk. You got a scholarship. I can break up the payments, okay? It's either that or going back to the way that things were. All you got to do is head on over to getsrs.com/Ross. And that wraps up our presentation. I hope you enjoyed it. I don't know if Ross is still there.
He definitely is. I want to finish this and let you guys get out of here. So head to getsrs.com/Ross. But there's a very simple and strong reason that I've done this video with Anthony today, and that's because he's the only one I know who is able to produce the best results with the least amount of work in the shortest amount of time.
Exactly. That's my motto, bro.
Absolutely. Well, and you guys got to understand, some of you don't know my history as well as others that have been with me for the last 9 years that I've been doing this. When I was with StomperNet, I used to deal with the best SEO minds on the planet on a daily basis. That was just our in-house teachers. And these guys complicated everything to the point of insanity. Just because someone knows how to do SEO doesn't mean that they know the best way to do SEO. And when it comes to video, Anthony knows the best way. And that's what he's giving you.
Thank you, Ross. I appreciate that.
No problem. There is literally nobody better on earth to help get those videos. Remember all those video creation tools you've been buying? All dozen of them you have collecting digital dust on your hard drive. Anthony is going to show you not only how to use those the right way, but how to turn that into actual income. You're finally going to get a return on investment on those $300 to $500 worth of softwares and graphics and other crazy stuff you bought. You need this. Grab it now.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate you for having me, and I appreciate everyone that has watched this. It means the world to me. Thank you so very much.